Hello, Eurogamer listeners, and welcome to the Star Wars The Old Republic talk-through. I am Robert Bertie Purchase, and I'm joined today by John Bedford, MMO specialist extraordinaire. Hello.
Hello.
So today we're looking at Star Wars The Old Republic, the beta, and we've jumped straight in, and I've chosen, like Luke Skywalker, to join the goodies, and not the baddies.
That's not Luke
And
Skywalker.
I'm having a quick look through character creation here, and I've chosen a tubby Twi'lek. And now I'm looking for the right name. What should I call him?
Porridge.
Porky, spelt right. No, name's taken. So I changed it slightly. So they're quite cartoony, as you can see. This is an introduction to how the game looks. What do you think about the character creation, John?
I enjoyed it. I made a very fat Sith Inquisitor.
There's something fun about being a fat
bald bloke running around shooting lightning at your
So you've been
fingers.
playing on the Sith side. I also I started a character on Sith. In the beta, you can be both Sith and the Republic.
Now we can't hear the sound while we do this, so presumably we're
Oh yeah, it's your classic Star Wars intro. You get a prologue, which we're just going to talk over because it's quite boring and you can read what's going on at the same time.
So would you like to read it out while it happens in your best theatrical voice?
It is a dark era for the Jedi Order. No, I'll give up there. So so I've been playing on the Sith side as well, which is quite nice. I actually preferred this Jedi introduction. How did you find the opening parts of the Sith?
I quite enjoyed it. It's kind of hammy in the way that they sort of just go like, okay, you didn't perform as well in the trials, and then someone gets fried from the students, and it's a little bit like, ha 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 ha, dark side.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice intro into an MMO. Thinking back to the years gone past and Knights of the Republic, Dark Age of Camelot and games like that, and the idea that you now have a story and quest and things like that is mind blowing. Anyway, I skipped that bit because all you see is, as you see in Star Wars things, you get a shot of stars and then it goes down to a planet. It's nothing special. So here I am. I walked that green door that I walked through.
What did you walk through there?
It's a phased instance, so that belongs to me now. That instance, as you see, entering story area owner Porky Bertie, which is me. So I've walked through, and this is me.
So you're in your own solo instance now.
Yeah, I'm special from the beginning. My friends can come in and help if I invite them. Apparently, so I'm special. I feel special. Wobbly flab there on flabby thing.
His horn's all wobbly.
And so I walk up and I have a bit of a chat. So Biowares' thing is that the whole thing is going to be storage. You're going to be doing things like this.
It's one long, never-ending story
throughout the game, and it looks. I mean, lots of people have a go at the looks. It looks pleasant.
Well, it's got its own styling. It's got that kind of cel-shaded feel almost to it.
It stands out.
Yeah. Having a style over raw fidelity didn't do WoW any harm. So
no, I don't know if this is, for me at first. I don't know if this has got quite the same character. It could be more stylised, I think, but they're obviously trying to harness a bit of the Clone Wars cartoon. Anyway, so I'm chatting to
you look very interested.
To the leader here of the Jedis, and sounds dull.
He's not selling the job to you very well, is he?
So I'm giving him a bit of a pasting, and you can see people chatting in general chat there because they're playing the beta as well.
He's very Guybrush Threepwood, that gentleman.
He is, yeah. So depending on where you start, I've only started as a Jedi Knight and as a Sith warrior, and there are specialist classes as you go up. You get to choose, for instance, to become a melee DPS or a melee tank when you go up a bit higher. But there are also other classes as well. There's the smuggler on the Republic side, and there's also the Jedi Consular. Is that the right? I don't even know.
I don't know.
And there's the soldier as well. And then on the Sith side, there is the Sith Inquisitor, and there's the Imperial Agent, and there's the Bounty Hunter. And I haven't tried any of them. Have you tried any of them?
No, I've just on the Sith Inquisitor.
Yeah,
I had a bit
these are other people here jumping around. It is an MMO, look.
So people will jump around on the tiles in order to reach.
Here we go, testing out some... Oh, shake it down, brother.
Good
Check out those moves. For a big man, he moves easily. There's a wave.
Very live.
There's a laugh for you, so...
Yeah. Oh no, please stop.
And he's looking quite smart. I wouldn't be against wearing something like that on a Saturday evening.
Yeah, wear office wear.
In Brighton town. So, map...
So that's where are you heading to now? What have you been tasked with doing?
I've been asked to go and help clear out some Fleshmore raiders. That's my skill list there. They're the ones I've got. and you get more obviously as you go along. And I've been asked to go and help kill these flesh maw raiders. That's another person there flying off in front of me. So proof, if proof be needs be, that this is an MMO and not
there
just
are
a single player game. So this is me zooming around. This isn't the wacky camera.
You're not actually controlling this though. This is the taxi, isn't it? Like,
yeah, I'm not controlling this, but I am controlling the camera, which is why it's making you feel sick.
Yeah.
Good textures. So off I go. Defeat flesh raiders. So this is very standard fantasy MMO fare, or MMO fare in general, which was my experience a bit of this beta so far. Anyway, is that it's known as soon as you play it, you know what's happening. In World of Warcraft, they were like, go and kill some wolf pups.
Yeah.
Here you're fighting off an invasion, and as you're about to see the combat coming up, I really like the combat animation and how it looks like you're having an actual fight with people rather than just swinging through them.
Yeah.
That's one thing I particularly liked, particularly if you're a Jedi or a Sith and you have got proficiency.
Okay, now that's you ninjaing someone else's kill, was it?
I think it was an NPC.
Yeah, okay.
But as you can see, I parried there, and I'm doing quite a lot of parrying. I'm putting on a couple of passive abilities there. Well, they're active, but they stay on. I've got 2 abilities at the moment. One builds up some fury or rage or whatever it's called, and the other one expends it in like a power hit.
So you're kind of like a warrior archetype.
Yeah.
Is that the closest approximation would be?
Absolutely,
yeah.
And then you get a chance to specialise if you want to go down the DPS route with 2 lightsabers, or whether you want to become a tank. So you get to soak up damage and while other people heal you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For the more traditional MMO content, which I'm sure is in this game when you get to a later level.
So how far have you got with this character?
So as you can see, this is only like level 2 or 3. I took a Sith warrior a little higher, and that was quite fun actually. I had a force jump with them, which sort of leapt me across quite far.
If I remember rightly, I think you get, is it every even number you get extra skills? So it seems to have been so far.
They seem to get a lot of skills quite often. As you can see, look, I'm blocking and shots and someone else attacking me there. So I'm not a complete, this is my healing thing that I can do. So I'm not a complete newbie, and the whole point, the prologue, is that you're a promising Jedi Knight, as you are in every single Star Wars game. And you've come to help out, and you do feel like a promising Jedi Knight. You feel like you are a bit special, and I think that's nice. I think people will like that when they come to play the game. I mean, this is to get you used to the controls and everything like that.
I suppose it's a nice way of, when people come to an MMO and it's like, oh god, another hero in a world of heroes, but this does actually make you feel...
It does, yeah.
Yeah, that you have a reason to be there.
Yeah, it runs decently. I mean, this is on a good PC.
Yeah, it doesn't look this good on my PC at home, the one I normally use for gaming.
There's no anti-aliasing turned on, because I couldn't turn it on for some reason. But this is on a very good PC. But on my not very good PC, it also looks a bit like this. Not quite as high resolution and things like that, but it's roughly the same. And you don't gain that much by turning all the settings.
What, on your work PC?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so that's obviously Bioware. Level up there, nice flashy logos and all that stuff. Can't do anything with it yet, need to go and visit a trainer, and then they have a skill which you can unlock. Very classic MMO stuff. When you play, everything is working very well here. It's enjoyable and it's easy.
Well, and familiar enough for people to want to engage with it.
Very instantly familiar. As you can see, when you get a green light on an enemy, that's when they have a slightly rarer piece of loot, like your green...
Yeah, it's like an equipable item, the green item, yeah.
So bind on equip, as anyone from World of Warcraft will be familiar with this kind of green item thing, and blue is just normal loot, and then I haven't seen anything else. There's that lady I just freed. So I'm coming into another phased instance here. So again, this is going to be bound to my character, and you'll get a little tooltip will flash up saying I can invite my friends.
If they're on the same.
Yeah, but I don't need their help this time. So here we go again. Pleasant. I like the animation. It does, it makes you feel like you're having a go there.
It'd be nice to move around more, don't you think?
Yeah, I think that, once you get a few more abilities, when my Sith warrior had a ground smash which hit people around them and had that leap and also had a few swishy moves. And that was very early on, sort of level 5 or something. And there we go, running through here, doing a bit of looting there, getting credits and basic fare. And you know, I've seen with the Sith Warrior, there are these little town hubs, you know, and it's been eye-opening for me, having followed this game for a long time, but not actually seen much of the MMO guts of this game.
Yeah.
To see, you know, town hubs and city hubs and other people running around, jumping around, being, you know,
MMO
Sith
players. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how many people really pick up the bounty hunters and stuff like this.
Yeah.
When you think about it, these bounty hunters and soldiers have to be, by the game's balanced nature, they have to be as powerful or as viable. So you're not going to lose out. You're not going to be weaker. You're just going to be, you know, different. If you want a lightsaber, though, you're going to have to be a Jedi or a Sith. And so another interesting thing in a moment is that I'm playing as a Jedi here. I'm on the goodies side, but I pick up dark side points.
Oh, really? Because you do things a little bit
in a minute. So I there's a conversation coming up, and I get a bit of an itchy lightsaber finger, and I get dark side points. What does that mean? Does that mean you can?
I don't actually know, but I remember. I think you get your own personal leaning, but whether that affects what you can do in the game.
Can you change factions? I wonder.
It would if you could turn to the dark side. That would be awesome.
So here's the culmination of the quest chain that I've been on. This guy is basically, he's not a Jedi Knight, he's a Sith in disguise.
Right.
And so I've turned up, and I called this guy ugly, which I found very funny, which is why I'm typing in the top there, while I can't do anything else.
Yeah. You've got a lot more discipline than me. I found myself spamming the spacebar pretty much continuously once I'd read the text. And that's one of my concerns.
So this guy now is here we go. No, you're done. Attack. There we go. Dark side points.
So do you get to kill them now? Yeah.
Yes.
And he's an elite, isn't he? That's why he's got that little silver symbol. He's slightly harder.
I didn't even notice that first time. But yeah, he obviously is harder, but not that hard. You know, I really want to go back and play through the story.
Yeah.
It's left that impression on me. I did run around a bit aimlessly as a Sith Warrior, and it was boring because I didn't know where I was going, and that had that typical MMO thing of...
I have no idea where to go or even what I'm looking for.
And time's ticking away. But my first impressions are promising. It's a well-made, slick game.
It's solid.
It looks okay, and it leaves its own memory in your head. This is impressive. He does all this stuff, and nothing actually happens. Look, same. Anyway, this is kind of the end here. We're getting to the end. But yeah, Jedi Knight I thought was fun. Sith Warrior, I don't know which one I enjoyed more. I would like to try the Imperial Agent. I'd like to try the Bounty Hunter, the Soldier, the Smuggler, to see what they're all about and see if they can really match up, because Star Wars is about lightsabers.
Exactly.
You know.
And lightning from the fingertips.
And lightning from the fingertips.
Excellent. So he's gonna just. What's he doing now?
They're talking, and he's saying, "You're good. You've got a future, but don't be arrogant again.
Otherwise, you'll go to the dark side."
Yeah. And then they walk off. I've done that. I'm going to turn to the camera and wave. So thanks for listening, Eurogamer readers.
Thank you.
And enjoy the beta if you're in this weekend. And,
yes, do get stuck in. I think we've still got keys left if you are still after one. So get on the site and grab one.
So that's it. Bye.
Bye.